Greetings folks, To It Proper here, bringing you yet another in my series. And folks, you know how I am about value and quality, and what I'm bringing you today is nothing short of value and quality. As a matter of fact, it is relatively low cost, but it is outright heirloom quality value, and that's really saying something. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing to you the CZ 455 Standard. So folks, here it is, the CZ 455 Standard. I just got the standard model. There's several other models that we'll talk about in a little bit, but when I say heirloom quality, that's exactly what I mean when I'm looking at this rifle here, because it's got very nice wood finish. It's got fine workmanship here with the bolt. The bolt action is very slick, very smooth, very nice for just a 22 rifle. This is very good. It feels smooth like butter going back and forth. I'm sure it'll smooth out even more as time goes on with more use, but even right now, straight out of the box basically, this is a very smooth bolt. It's got great sights. They're fully adjustable, and of course it's got a shrouded front sight, which is nothing more than a blade on the inside of that. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's just a blade, but this thing is dead on for accuracy, and this rifle is absolutely fun to shoot. Now, I decided to get this rifle because I was looking at things like the Mossbergs and the Escort rifles and stuff like that, but when I finally saw the CZ rifles with the 17 HMR, they've got 22 Magnum, they've got Lux versions, which are really nice, they've got heavy barreled versions, 17 HMR versions, varmint versions, several others. And I just decided that I was going to go with the 455 Standard, the very basic base model, because I can also put scope mounts on here, and I'm going to be doing that very soon, and that'll pretty much complete this rifle for what I want it for. Just accuracy and sport shooting, plinking, maybe some squirrel hunting or whatever, but for now this is what we have, the 22 long rifle version, and eventually I will end up getting a 17 HMR, probably in CZ. So far so good with this rifle. And again, let me bring it up closer for you. What a nice wood finish right here. You see that? Great wood finish. The bolt works really nicely. Again, it's a very smooth bolt. And you can see inside the action right here. There's the magazine right here. We'll get into that. And just all around a nicely made rifle. Comes with sling mounts. Thankfully, that's pretty cool. And again, a shrouded blade sight. Keep it protected from being bent from impact on other things. And what we have here is a nice quality rifle. And I did have this out shooting, and I gotta tell you that I'm a little more than tickled pink about the accuracy of this rifle. Let me roll some targets in. And what I did here was I tested 6 different ammunitions for this rifle, and they all of course went smoothly. This is a bolt action rifle, so I didn't expect anything to really fail as it would maybe with an auto loader. But what I did was I shot Remington standard 22 round, Federal auto match, CCI mini mag, Federal HV match, Remington Thunderbolt, and Winchester hollow point, and I am very pleased with the accuracy of these. Right? These were my very first rounds. Actually, no, this was my first rounds. I just made the mistake of not recording it. These were actually my first rounds, and those were at 7 yards, and I did those with the regular Remington 22s. But I set up this again. This is regular Remington 22 rifle right here. As you can see, this is really good grouping here. This is 7 yards, so I know there's people that can shoot better, but this really makes me look good because I am not that good. Federal auto match. Great group right here, and CCI mini mag. Well, basically the story is the same with each of these rounds that I was shooting here. Federal HV match right here, Remington Thunderbolt right here, and Winchester hollow point. So they're all pretty good groups. This was 7 yards, and then over here at 10 yards I did a sitting and standing with 3 different ammunitions. So this is a CCI mini mag sitting at 10 yards. And this is standing. So the groups are still pretty good even from sitting to standing. Not too bad. I did a little bit better with sitting. Here is the HV match sitting. Nice group, 2 of them in the same hole. And here it is standing. So still not bad. Again, this is 10 yards. And this is probably the limit about how good my eyes are with my bifocals. And this is the Winchester hollow points. That's sitting. And standing. Gosh, it looks like my groups were better standing. So the accuracy of the rifle I am more than casually pleased with, because as you can see by these, the groupings are really, really nice. But what helps with a lot of the accuracy here is the trigger in this rifle. The trigger is a really nice, very light trigger. And I'll bring it up close, right? I mean, I barely touched it. That's got to be about a 2-pound, 3-pound trigger. I mean, it's very... Let me carry it over here to this side so we can do it this way. What a trigger. So having such a light trigger made accuracy with this thing a lot easier. Now with this rifle, the safety is right here, and that's easy to engage. You just push that forward, and then you can see that there's no red dot in your plain view. And of course, trigger does nothing. To disengage the safety is a piece of cake, and you can see your red dot. Red, you're dead. That means you can fire. And then, wow, that trigger, I swear to God. So to take the bolt off this rifle is easy. It's just like a lot of other rifles. Just bring it back, hold your trigger down, and then just pull your bolt out. And here's the bolt. Nicely made, good, strong metal bolt. Very smooth again. It could be smooth more even. But out of the box, this is just great. Very smooth. Now the magazine for this rifle, it came with one 5-round magazine, which is easy to take out. It's just got this tab right here. It just pushes in, right? And all you got to do is just push that in and pull your magazine out at the same time. And here's the magazine. This came with one 5-round magazine. I've got 2 10-round magazines on order right now, so I'm waiting for them to come in from CZ so that I can have a couple 10-rounders. And that should probably be about good. I'm very pleased with the quality of this rifle. I'm happy with the shape of the barrel. This is a free-floating barrel, as a matter of fact. This came with a piece of paper that said CZ in it, and it was tucked in here, and it was pulled through out here. So you could move that piece of paper back and forth underneath this barrel. And that was their way to show you that that was a free-floating barrel. And again, with this rifle, I got the 22 long rifle version. But eventually I will get the 17 HMR version or the 17 HMR conversion barrel for this, because from what I understand, I'm not sure if it applies to the 455 standard, but from what I understand, the barrels are interchangeable, and I could get a 17 HMR rifle barrel for this. And if that's the case, I'll get the barrel, not the rifle. But again, this is the CZ 455 standard rifle, and I am just stoked about this. I'm going to have more shooting footage with captions to show you what I was shooting. But other than that, this has been a great rifle so far. I am glad I got it. This is not the premium review, of course. You guys know how I work. I've got to shoot more rounds through this, and so far I've only shot about 400 or 500 through. There will be a lot more rounds going through this rifle, and I've got to get this rifle out too to Tattoo Cat and see how he likes it. He hasn't had a chance to use this yet, but he will. So right now, this is the CZ 455 standard for now, and I am overall pleased that I decided to get this one over the Mossbergs and Escorts, because folks, you know, I don't bash other rifle companies or other gun makers and stuff like that. It's pretty good to have people like Mossberg and Escort and all those who will make things for people that don't have a whole lot of money. This is not a whole lot of money, and I'll tell you that I got this one for $320. So that's not bad. You know, you would expect to pay for a rifle like this. I would expect to pay anywhere from $500 to $600 for this, but that just wasn't the case. That's the reason I chose CZ too, is because they were producing a high quality, good wood furniture, great barrel rifle for $300 and something. I mean, I just had to do it, you know. So we'll find out more about this, and especially after I get done putting on the scope mounts and putting on a scope so I can see how this thing is with scoped shooting. I'm sure if it's as accurate as it is right now with just bare iron sights, it's going to be great with a scope. So For now, that's it. This is the CZ455 standard, and I appreciate you watching. I'm too improper. My email address is scrolling across the bottom of the screen as we speak right now. That's tooimproper@gmail.com. You can write and I'll answer you, provided you're going to be polite about whatever it is you have to say, and if I've got the time. Also, too, don't forget to check out www.notjustguns.com in Mason, Michigan. All right, they are part of the Too Improper family. And another part of the Too Improper family is 14K in Westland, Michigan, on the corner of Ford and Wayne Roads. You can't miss them. They're right next door to a lingerie shop. 14K. They are great guys to work with. Go check them out. And I am Too Improper again. Thanks for watching. God bless America, and keep on protecting your families, yourselves, your flag, your constitutional amendments, because it's always the right thing to do.